Welcome back to KHS Cougar News. I'm Molly.
And I'm Zachary, bringing you today's news and announcements. Now, time for the usual reminders. Make sure to have your ID and have your laptop charged and ready every day. This week is National Student Leadership Week, a week to express gratitude and recognition for Kepner's student leaders for their unwavering dedication, passion, and drive for making a difference in our community.
Today is Bingo Day Challenge. Fill out and repost Stuco's bingo template. Tag your organization and also Stuco's to showcase the way you get involved in your community.
Thursday is Pick Your Mentor. Choose a teacher, advisor, coach, and/or staff member that inspires you and take a picture with them to post. Share how they inspire you to be your best each week. Be sure to tag your organization and Kepner Stuco.
Finally, we have Friday. Together we lead, together we achieve. Take a group picture with your organization to showcase your family. Share what you are most proud of. Make sure to tag Stuco and your organization on Instagram or Twitter.
Seniors can now purchase their tickets for this year's senior trip. You can visit RevTech or scan the QR code to purchase your ticket. It'll be at Six Flags in San Antonio on May 2nd. Want to see Kepner Theater's award-winning production? Come watch their UIL 1X play, Rabbit Hole, by David Lindsay Aber. Rabbit Hole is a poignant and powerful play that explores the journey of grief, love, and healing and the aftermaths of unimaginable loss. The story follows Rebecca and Howie, a couple struggling to find their way after the tragic death of their 4-year-old son, Danny. The public performance is today, April 23rd at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Scan the QR code to buy tickets for $5. You won't want to miss this play full of laughter and relatability.
Earth Day may have passed, but let's not forget about the importance of protecting the Earth's environment and making small changes in our lives to stay sustainable.
This Earth Day and every day, let's protect the only Earth we've got. First things first, turning off the lights when you leave a room, especially when you don't need it. Using a reusable water bottle. Things like Awalas or Stanleys are great replacements for plastic ones. Planting can also be beneficial. Having your own plant in your home or anything in your garden is also very good. Dryers use a lot of electricity, so instead make a switch and air dry your own clothes. Having a drying rack or a clothing line can help reduce energy consumption. Instead of going to the grocery store and using plastic bags, try bringing your own. Bring reusable tote bags or reusable grocery bags on your next trip. Next is implementing recycling. Recycle paper, plastic, and cans. If you have a recycling bin, you can sort them out that way. And finally, picking up litter. Picking up litter from your yard or the street, making sure that you do have gloves on, of course, is a great way to be sustainable. Go ahead and talk to someone who knows a little bit about sustainability.
What do you think is the biggest environmental challenge we face today?
I would say the biggest environmental challenge would be the use of plastic, mainly because it's really cheap to produce compared to other biodegradable materials.
How can individuals contribute to a more sustainable future, even with small changes?
I feel like people can really contribute towards sustainability by using reusable water bottles, and I see that happening a lot recently, so I feel like if more of us kind of jump on that, that'd be really great.
What role does education play in encouraging people to be more environmentally conscious?
So education really does play the biggest role when it comes to being environmentally conscious. It exposes people to information they may haven't seen before. So yeah.
Hey Molly, I heard you went to visit the therapy dogs in the library last week. How was it?
Oh my gosh, I loved it. They were so cute. They even did tricks. I loved Irene. She was definitely the cutest.
Oh, that is so adorable. Let's go ahead and see some of these adorable cuties.
So I've been in the program for like 8 years, so I've had 3 different dogs doing it. And I think the best part is when you just see like your dog bringing joy to other people. So we visited hospitals and those kind of things, and people are really sad, but then they get uplifted by just petting a dog or whatever.
For people who want a therapy dog, I would look for temperament. Like Irene's super calm, she's super chill, she doesn't jump. And the training is quite intensive. It's like 6 weeks. So probably a smart dog, smart, calm dog.
The big thing is to get them used to other dogs, so because you don't see any of the dogs attacking each other.
Dog or whatever. I think that's like one of the coolest experiences, and seeing little kids. We used to do a little children's hospital, and all the little kids would run around and pat the dogs on the head, and they were in a bad situation, but the dogs kind of brought them joy and took them out of that situation, even if just for a few minutes.
Are you ready for the trivia break, Zachary?
Yup, roll the clip. Time for some news. Pope Francis, history's first Latin American pontiff who charmed the world with his humble style and concern for the poor, but alienated conversations with critiques of capitalism and climate change, died Monday. He was 88. The Vatican said Francis died of a stroke that put him into a coma and led to his heart to fail. Bells tolled in Catholic churches from his native Argentina to the Philippines and across Rome as news spread around the world.
Harvard University sued the Trump administration Monday in a new escalation of the fight over institutional oversight, independence, and federal funding for the Ivy League school. The Trump administration has said it would freeze more than $2.2 billion in grants and contracts after the Ivy League school refused to submit to demands, including that it eliminate diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, ban masks at campus protests, enact merit-based hiring and admission reforms, and reduce the power of faculty and administrators. The White House has said are more committed to activism than scholarship. The university must turn over all reports generated by school task forces on combating anti-Semitism and anti-Muslim bias on campus, including drafts never released to the public. Other universities, including Princeton, Cornell, and Northwestern, have also said that they have seen federal funding paused and amid similar demands.
OpenAI CEO Sam Altman admitted that simple courtesies, such as saying please and thank you to his company's ChatGPT bot, are surprisingly expensive, costing the firm substantial sums in electrical expenses. Altman made the revelation when a user on the social media platform X asked about the financial impact politeness toward AI might have OpenAI's operating cost. Altman responded by noting that the loss was tens of millions of dollars well spent, adding cryptically, "You never know." Chatbots such as ChatGPT run on large language models, which rely on extensive computations infrastructures hosted in data centers. These models require thousands of high-performance GPUs to operate efficiently. Powering these data centers demand enormous amounts of electricity. It's estimated that generating a simple AI written response, such as a short email or paragraph, can consume as much as 0.14 kilowatt hours of energy, comparable to keeping 14 LED light bulbs in 1 hour. A 2024 survey revealed that approximately 67% of American users regularly employ courtesy language when interacting with chatbots. Within that group, a majority of 55% believe that politeness is ethically correct, while another 12% humorously indicate that their polite language serves as an insurance against potential AI rebellion. And that's all for news. Now let's see what we have for sports. Zio, can you tell us what we need to know?
Hey Cougs, it's Theo, and today we're bringing you the sports. Starting with varsity baseball, they lost to Randall 12-0. They will play their next game at Victoria East 5 p.m. on Friday. For softball, they lost to Victoria East 23-2, resulting in the last game of the season. Track season is over after a good performance at regionals. Spring football starts on the 24th of April. That's all for sports. Now back to Zachary and Molly.
Hey Molly, what's the best piece of advice you've been told?
Honestly, after I heard Justin Bieber's song Never Say Never, I took those words to heart.
Oh, well, let's see what the best advice our Cougars have heard.
The biggest piece of advice someone has given to me is that your success is largely dependent on how many uncomfortable conversations you're willing to have, because you can't spend your life being too uncomfortable. You have to get into it,
To care about your well-being and nothing even matters for real.
Don't spend all your money on Genshin Impact.
The best piece of advice someone's given me is to not worry over the things you can't control.
The best piece of advice that someone has given me is whatever you decide to do in life, make sure you're good at it and successful.
My best piece of advice is probably don't spend my money that I make from work on Fortnite skins.
You only live once, so make it count.
It's almost time to sign off, but before we head out, make sure to follow KHS Cougar News on Instagram and KHS_press on Twitter for weekly pictures on events.
Also, subscribe to KHS Cougar News on YouTube, where all weekly announcements are posted.
Bye.
Bye.